Welcome to IC Tarot. This is a general reading for Aries for July 2019. Please bear in mind that it's general, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. The first three tarot cards on top represent the energies you are bringing with you into July. So we start with the Empress reversed, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and the Queen of Swords. Those three cards are showing me that you have experienced something really difficult emotionally for you, meaning you must have been either offended or humiliated in some way, or you were asked to do something, and even though you put your heart into that, instead of a thank you or a well-deserved reward, you just received nothing, or the words you heard may have been something like you could have done better, for example, which is why you felt really almost dethroned, and you felt like it was a really bad luck for you because we have this Wheel of Fortune reversed. But that was a very important lesson for you, and you've learned it definitely because we have the Queen of Swords here. So even though it may have happened once, or it may have happened quite a few times, so it could have been like a repetitive karmic cycle, whichever it was, whether it was repetitive or if it was the first one, I can assure you that this was the last time it happened to you, because the cards that represent your general energies for July, the three middle cards, are the High Priestess, the Tower reversed, and we've got the Nine of Wands. So this is you kind of putting into practice the lesson you've learned, because it looks like this situation is coming to you again, but now because of what you experienced in the past, maybe recent past, you can already sense the same storm coming. Even the little things, you notice that, oh no, it's going to be exactly the same as it was before. So in fact, what I can see in here is almost as if, for example, you have a meeting at work and they start looking for volunteers. And let's say that the situation from the past was that you volunteered. And when you are sitting on that meeting and they say, okay, we need someone to volunteer for that, you suddenly just get up and you just say, like, apologies, I need to go to the toilet, or something like that, because you know that probably you would be the chosen volunteer. And you just don't want to do that, and you know how to, because you know how this is going to end, because people may be telling you, oh, this time is going to be different, we've got a different project for you, or anything to kind of convince you that you should volunteer. And no, you're just not going to put up with that anymore, which is why we have the Nine of Wands in here. You really have learned your lesson, you really have that experience behind you. So you will not allow anyone to put you in a situation like that anymore. So this is what you should expect to happen in July. Kind of the same situation coming to you back again, but this time you are going to react in a completely different way, which is why we've got the Tower reversed, because you are going to avoid the same result. You are going to even avoid being you are going to avoid participating in that event, if you will. And then we have the Empress, the Emperor, the Lovers, and the Knight of Swords. So these are the cards of the possible result of how the things will develop into the future. So having the Emperor and the Lovers in here, it looks like you have mastered that lesson. You are emotionally balanced, which is why we have the Lovers card. You know that there's the masculine and feminine energies, that they need to be in balance for you to kind of have a peace of mind and to have very balanced approach to life and to events in general. So you have gained that. So these are the energies for your future. So in fact, by refusing, rejecting, or avoiding the repetition of the previous energies and the previous situations, you have learned that lesson, you have balanced your energies, and you really feel that you've got it in your hand, that nothing is going to nothing like that is going to happen to you again. Nothing like that you will never allow to be put in a situation like this. However, there is one warning for you, because we have the Knight of Swords in here. This card indicates that you might get a little bit cocky about it, and this is absolutely not to offend you here, but it's once we start feeling the power, once we've learned the lesson, once we have seen a different result to a situation because we've taken a different approach to it, we feel really good about ourselves and our confidence is just proper boosted. And sometimes some people might get a little bit cocky about it. So the cards are warning you here to try and cool down your emotions. And if another situation like this approaches, try to approach that from more of the balanced point, instead of just throwing kind of the truth at people, yeah, or just basically saying being straightforward, saying no, I'm not gonna do that shit anymore, for example, yeah. So this is like a little warning for you. However, nothing to really worry about, because you have learned your lesson. Now it's only about mastering the knowledge you've got, and kind of preparing yourself for how to use it in the future. And now from the oracle cards, we have the magnetism card for you. So this card again pretty much implies that there's going to be more tests coming for you, to make sure that you definitely have learned the lesson, and this is for you to practice your attitude towards similar situations, how you are how you first of all detect them when you see the first signs, how you react to them, how you approach people in those situations, and this is basically for you to learn, and this gives you immunity. You become immune to that, and then nothing really is going to happen to you in the future, nothing like what happened in the past, but this is going to take quite a bit of practice to get to the point of true balance and the mastery of your emotions regarding this particular energy, this particular maybe not situation, but let's say the group of situations. I hope you know what I mean. And again, the detox card, this is a card from the deck called The Answer is Simple. This card again indicates, regarding the Knight of Swords, that again you still need a little bit of time to cool down after everything that happened in the past, and again after you have managed to avoid being involved in a similar situation, which probably potentially could resulted again in a bad way for you. You managed to avoid that, so again, instead of getting overly confident about your skills in avoiding that in the future, you still need to bear in mind that you need some time to clear those heavy and negative energies, to be able to get to the full mastery and the full point of balance. But pretty much you have learned that lesson and you will be fine. Now is just the time for practice, and then once you've practiced for a while, you're gonna be fine, and then you can move on in your life to the new chapter. Okay, this would be it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.